Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Mauricio Sulaiman, and he was saying that Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko approached him. They requested for the franchise title. It wasn't the other way around. He said, "I didn't." I mean, he didn't say he didn't approach them. He said they approached him. So. Somebody's lying, as in I'm talking about Lomachenko, because Lomachenko came out with a video talking about, I think 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, talking about he didn't request it for it. It was Mauricio Sulaiman, the WBC sanctioned bodies request. They came to him and asked him, do he want that franchise tag or title, whatever, right? So I got a video, him talking about a little bit of about the situation. And I want y'all to give y'all opinion or think about what he's talking about, right? Okay, here's go.
A concept that has been developed for so many years. When you see fighters that create an era, fighters that are moving the industry forward, and we just shaped it in and formalized it, and we are very positive about it. We're knowing that there's concern, that there's a lot of noise, but it's going to be something very...
Okay, that was a little bit of about what he said. He said he's been creating this franchise or something like that for many years. So I mean, like, the funny thing with that, many years, like what, 2 years, 3 years? I mean, that don't make no sense. I mean, I don't know if he's telling a lie, or I think he's just making that up right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that I think he knew Canelo Alvarez didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Because that was his mandatory. It's been mandatory for almost a year or something like that, year and a half or something like that. He's been waiting in line to get his shot, just like everybody else, right? So it's like he ain't gonna get it because Canelo Alvarez gave up his WBC strap to Jamal Charlo, and he got the franchise title. But the funny thing about it is, how did Canelo Alvarez knew about they had a franchise title? It's not like he might have the WBC belt, but he don't work in the company. It's not like Mauricio Sulaiman is his friend or or related to him. You know what I'm saying? So like, what made him say, well, let me call up Mauricio Sulaiman, Oscar De La Hoya call up Mauricio Sulaiman and talk about, let me get that the franchise title. How did they know about that? He had to. Now I had to think about it. He said that okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit more about what he said. Watch this. Hold up.
To WBC, the WBC does not approach fighters. The WBC did not approach Canelo and did not approach Lomachenko. They requested the designation. We shaped it up and we voted in favor. So better talk to his management and his promoter.
So the thing with that is, he said the WBC don't approach fighters. I don't know how much that is true, but how did Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo Alvarez knew about the franchise title? I mean, how did they know about it? They just knew that he was going to do something like that, or they just called up there to get the front. I don't see it going that way. You know what I'm saying? I think Mauricio Sulaiman is lying. I think that he did call them up and tell them, look, we're going to give you this franchise title so you don't have to fight your mentors, Canelo Alvarez. And they took it. Now, Lomachenko, I think he might be lying because he knew about the franchise title because of Canelo Alvarez situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Mauricio Sulaiman was going to ever really give it to. He might have probably give it to some other people because he wanted to disguise it as in, well, we planned this out for many years, like he just said. So he's saying that it wasn't for just Canelo; it was for elite fighters fighters who deserve it, whatever and all that, who got a, you know, who is well known in the professional boxing. Come on now. That's why he's giving it out too at the same time. And he's welcome to give it out because he don't want to make him look really bad, just giving out to one fighter and nobody else don't get it. You see what I'm saying? So Lomachenko, I think Bob Arum did request that title, that tag. Because, you know, one thing is, Lomachenko haven't really did, I mean, of course he's about to be the undisputed, I mean, well, he don't have the WBC strap, so he can't be the undisputed if he get the, what's that, the IBF strap from Richard Cormier or Teofimo Lopez, because they fight in December, right? So, Lomachenko could be, well, you know what, Lomachenko might not be lying. Lomachenko might be going off what Bob Arum been telling him, or whoever. Because Bob Arum, I think, requested it. I don't think it was like Lomachenko called him up and the WBC sanctioned bodies talking about, man, let me get that franchise title. I think it was Bob Arum requested it. It was not Lomachenko. So Lomachenko really didn't probably had nothing to do with it. Now with Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo, I don't think they knew about it because it was the first time they ever passed that title out. So how would they knew about it? You see what I'm saying? That means that they talking to Mauricio Sulaiman, but I don't know what kind of relationship they have because both of them, all of them are Mexican in sense, so they might have that a little bit more close relationship than that we don't know about, right? That's the only way. That's the only thing I could probably think about. That's the only way I could probably think why that franchise title was passed out the first time with Canelo Alvarez. And I think I wondered who Mauricio Sulaiman talked to, or was it somebody in the WBC sanctioned bodies talked to Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya? But they did accept it. So, but Lomachenko on the flip side, I don't think he really knew about it. I'm still sticking to that. I think Bob Arum did that because I remember Bob Arum in the press conference was like a Maurice Hooker and I forgot Ramirez or something like that after that fight, and Devin Haney was there. He's saying that Devin Haney wanted to fight was going to be a Lomachenko mandatory, and Bob Arum knew about that, and Eddie Hearn wanted Devin Haney to fight Lomachenko or get that fight with Lomachenko or whatever, right? And Bob Arum saying, well, no, that's not going to happen because he should have been with the top rank. He could probably possibly get that fight, but he's not with the top rank camp, and he probably said you would never get that fight. So from word from the horse's mouth, he was really scared. So that's why he called up there to the sanctioning bodies and probably paid off Maurice Sulaiman, the WBC sanctioning bodies, whatever. Money talking, bullshit walks, like I told y'all, right? Oscar De La Hoya probably. You know, I got a funny feeling Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo Alvarez didn't have to pay Maurice Sulaiman any money. Bob Arum probably did, but Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya probably didn't have to pay Maurice Sulaiman no money. Boy, if they did, it wasn't that much money. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, what y'all think about what I'm saying? And what y'all think about what Maurice Sulaiman was talking about in that video clip at the same time? Because I was thinking about, like, how did Oscar De La Hoya knew about it? They must be talking about amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That could be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the fighters was actually going out their way and calling these sanctioned by the WBC sanctioned body for the franchise title. But I think Bob Arum did that. Lomachenko wasn't. He probably didn't know about it. But it's a possibility he did know about it. You never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, because he not saying he not calling out Devin Haney. He said he want to fight one more time this year or a little bit more early next year or whatever, and he still didn't call out Devin Haney. And that was supposed to be your mandatory because and you accepted the franchise title. So at the end of the day, man, what y'all think of what I'm talking about? You think Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko camp or approach Maurice Sulaiman, or you think Maurice Sulaiman is not lying? You think they you think that what I just said? You think that they approached Maurice Sulaiman, or you think it was the other way around? You think Maurice Sulaiman approached them? So, but leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Bye bye.